too awkward. I couldn't put that. It actually looks really good hanging from the tail. Pulling it straight up like that.
Very good.
Throw it in the audience.
Are we live?
Probably never get it
We
back.
are live.
We are going live.
Oh, yep, live.
Thank you for the confirmation there,
You
dear.
know what? I had enough of you. Make you sleep
Hey,
with the
Scotty.
dog.
Is that Scotty G?
Scotty Phillips.
Scotty Phillips. Randall Stevens.
Brandon.
Hey, Brandon.
Yeah, that skull has seen better days.
Yeah.
It's
Good looking mouse, though.
good mouse.
Use your brain.
Shit.
Like
Use your
Edwards.
brain on mouse.
Did I get Edwards? Tim Rada. Mr. Trot. Scotty.
There's
G.
Scotty G.
All right.
Scott Rollins.
Cindy Rada. John Begley.
Oh,
John Begley said, "Eek." Is it the skull or the rat?
Yes.
that skull's kind of gnarly.
Look at that camera work. That's some precision stuff. Do we have anything we can poke Kurt with?
It's funny because right.
Hey guys, what's happening? John Sterlady. We're here live in Colon, Michigan, the
Magic capital of the world.
World.
I thought he was going to go that way on accident because I'm usually over there.
Hey, this guy's on top of things. He knows what's going on. So, what's happening, guys? Great to be back, although still wish I was on vacation, but hey, whatever. So, we're here live in Cortland, Michigan, and we have some fun stuff to share with you tonight. And why don't we start with that?
Start with it.
Okay, I think we
Let's
will.
do it.
So one of our customers came in, bought one of these from us a couple years ago. Didn't quite understand the workings of this, and I got it.
Mother, son of a gun. Did you even put that there tonight? Or has that been there?
I think that's just been there.
All week.
That's been there. That's probably been there for like a week.
Because that one actually shocked me. So okay. Anyway, so
I might have actually put that there now that I think about it.
Oh my god.
anyway, this is actually a really cool trick, and I'm going to go through the workings of this with for you guys. The instructions they're not big, but well, I'll tell you the mistake that I make with this. Whenever I set this up, I always just pull one rope through. You have to pull both ropes through.
Yeah.
But let me show you this because every time I do this and it works, I'm really intrigued with it. And it's
So
like,
this
it's
is
pretty
our
amazing.
bamboo shackle escape. For those of you who didn't know, this is what we're showing you right now. These are one of the props that we manufacture here at Sterling Magic.
So you have your two ropes. So you have, and here's one of the other secrets. How many loops do you make?
One.
One. Not two, because you do two and it's, I think, 2 loops, it'll be more secure. You're
Loops
still
of
able to
thread.
break it. Yeah, loops of thread. And it's just cotton thread thin. But what's amazing, and this really, to me, this is most amazing, that little one strand of thread, and, that holds it together. And the ropes really go,
Yeah,
it's secure.
They can really pull on it.
So you can show your ropes like this. The loop is in the center, so you can tug on it this way.
You can even have your spectators tug on each side of the rope.
And then when you're ready to do it, you switch the ropes around so the loop is like so. Can you see this on the camera, Kurt?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep. And then that gets threaded into the shackles. Like so. And then the loop ends up about halfway, so in between the two holes. All right. If you can see that. So about halfway. And this is a part that I was screwing up all the time. So both ropes come up,
Can you go on that side?
and your wrists go through like so.
And then two
Yeah.
spectators.
So we have Mickey joining us, the Lord of Fun,
Bum, bum, bum.
like so. And then they switch one of the ropes and tie it. switch them, and there you go. Now pull tight. And what's cool is, like, you can see that's going into my wrist. Okay, you're ready to escape. And then it falls to the floor.
Thunderous applause.
Shackles of death.
The sound of bamboo plastic.
So very simple, and it's cool. It's a really easy setup. Just a loop of thread right in the center, goes through. Again, when you're ready to escape, just a little tug. But I mean, it does go. You know, it's pretty secure on your wrist. So that's the bamboo shackle escape. And I think back in like the 70s, it was the samurai shackle. There's been a few different versions. And version of what, the princess necklace? Not princess necklace.
The grandma's necklace.
Grandma's necklace. Thank you.
And actually, every kit from the 40s to the 70s had that principle of the loop of thread on rope for some escape or some trick.
So anyway,
my favorite version of this, which is this, it's the same principle. You use longer rope, and I'm sure I've told you about it plenty of times, but I don't know if I've told these guys about it. It's called the King's coat. So you do it with a jacket, with a sports coat.
Yep.
You thread this instead of through that. You thread it through your jacket. You put it on. Spectators on each side, the same thing. You cross your arms, and then they take one of them, tie them, and you break off, and the jacket stays on the ropes, I
I
think.
think so.
Yeah, the jacket stays on the ropes, and you step away. It's really cool effect.
but,
Exact same principle.
but this is much cooler because then they can buy another prop to put in a big box of fun, right?
Oh yeah, you can't use this rope for that effect. It's
And
just the same
besides,
principle.
you could dent a kid's head with one of these if need be.
And we have.
Crap.
And we have.
So, yeah, anyway,
Speak from experience.
added bonus.
What do you think happened to this kid?
Yeah, well,
See, notice how that fits perfectly? Yeah, no coincidence. Yeah, this is kind of like the skull that we had before, but unfortunately this one is almost a goner.
Fortunate
been-
demise.
It's pretty crusty in that area right there.
It's been
real
stored
soft
in
over there.
somebody's box of fun for many years.
yeah.
And it became an estate sale.
So we're going to tip another thing here. We were playing with this a couple weeks ago. This is the Haunting by Tony Chris. They are no longer available. Taylor Imagineering. We were going to toss this out one day for a deal of the day, and then Jay and I were playing with it and said, that's kind of cool. I could see, you know, for a...
We saved it so Joey could buy it
Well,
because he's going to think that's cool. He's really going to like it.
but actually it is. Check out the gimmicks inside there. So there's a battery, USB powered or rechargeable. You have a remote, and you also have a toe switch or whatever switch you want to use. But basically, it's a haunted deck with a gimmicked.
With a motor in there. On a side note, Doug Edwards said the shackle was originally the Shanghai shackle by Frank. So I wanted to get that in
that's
there
it.
before I forgot.
Yeah, I remember the graphics for that. The little samurai dude. Yeah, it was very cool. So anyway, so there's a battery, a little vibrating unit here. There's an on-off switch, magnet that holds your card in place like so. So there's your the gimmick. So we're playing with this with different ways to activate it. So when you push this, it'll turn it on and off, and I don't think that was a correct way to do it. And sometime today, this is where you do the time-lapse video.
No, this is where you do your acting
Oh,
and you're performing.
okay. Well, I'm not good at acting. And
Well, by now they would see that it was their card if it was face up at least.
And then if you want to, like, just tip it, just let it keep going. And isn't that amazing? Whee! But anyway, so yeah, we were playing with different ways. Like, is it, you know, with less cards? Is it, you know, with the top, with the bottom?
Because it doesn't have, the one we have doesn't have instructions with it. That's why we were playing.
Well, no, actually, when we were doing it though, like watching the video, the demo video, I mean, there's certain ways we tried it that, like, that
Yeah.
actually I thought looked cooler than what was provided. But I just thought the gimmick was just really amazing, and that's not doing crap. But anyway, I wanted to share that with you. Taylor Imagineering put that out. It's called Haunting by Tony Chris. And
You show them the motor going without the, so what actually happens inside when you hit the button. So there's your little motor right there.
Wow.
And the remote actually comes with a little foot switch too. So you can plug the foot switch into the remote and then have the remote just in your sock or whatever.
yes, this can use this toe switch or whatever. But anyway,
Neat.
we might be auctioning that off in the future, but I think we're going to play with it and do some. We're going to do some YouTube, TikTok videos, and
Fun.
I think that's going to be one of the things we're going to show in the near future. So, we have a couple of these. This just came in a couple weeks ago, and we've had this on the shelf for quite some time, which we haven't shared with anyone. Basically, this is a Aldini bowl production. I don't remember the manufacturer of this one, but for those of you, actually Mickey was asking about this. He wasn't completely familiar with it. So you have your bowl of water with goldfish, and I remember the Mac version, they also had a covering. It was like a thin wood frame with a plastic bag, Ziploc bag inside, and you would put silks in there. Then you'd fill the bowl with water, goldfish, whatever. So you would have your covering, cloth covering, have your assistant or table when you would set it down, that would push it into place. Okay. And before you do that, you put your box over it. You would reach in, pull the cloth covering, so you would have your empty tray, and then you'd reach in and start producing all your silks, candy, whatever, and then to finish, you would boom, and then you'd have your bowl of water. But again, for like a Christmas show, a Halloween show, you could have it filled with candy. You could produce really anything out of it. So anyway, that's one version, and we have another one that this is actually really cool, and I've never seen one like this. And the gimmick on it is really neat. It's really cool. I like that. So again, the same workings. You would have a cloth covering, like a 20-inch rayon, silk, whatever. It would hide the bowl. As you would set it down, you'd show this empty, that, set it down, that would load the bowl in there. You would reach in, produce your silks, whatever, and then climax, have your bowl of water, goldfish, whatever. This is not the bowl that comes with it. This is, for those of you in the know, which will probably have that up for auction sometime in the future too. So, anyway, just wanted to share a couple of bowl productions we have. I know within the next few weeks we'll probably have those either a deal of the day or an auction item. So, next up, I'm going to share this table with you guys. I know we posted some pictures of this a couple weeks ago, and a couple people had some suggestions. Thought it was P&L or whatever, but this is all solid. What do we say?
Heavy. It's either brass or bronze.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really light for brass, but some of the brass you polish does end up that bright.
So do we think it's brass, or I really don't know.
I don't know. I hit a kid in the head with it the other day, and he couldn't tell me either. He
couldn't?
said they both feel about the same.
So what's the gimmick on the top?
What is the gimmick on the top? So this was not the original tabletop with it. Fortunately, the threads were the same, so I just added it on. But this is for a bowl of water production. So, let's see if we can take it down here. Basically, you would have another covering like this. You'd have your goldfish bowl on top. You would have a move this around. So you would have your goldfish. You'd have a fake top that looks just like this, and cover it with the cloth. Well, back up a little bit. You'd have a cloth, you could drape it over your arm or whatever, pretend to produce something underneath, set it on here. You would steal the fake covering, and then this would drop down, and then so it would give the illusion of your solid table. So your goldfish bowl would be on top. Okay. So I'm sure most of you guys are familiar with this, but if not, again, you'd have your fake top. This would cover the goldfish bowl. It would look just like this. Okay. Then after you remove the cloth covering, that would drop down, and hopefully no one notices that it's 5 inches lower than it was originally. Or that would be an added effect, right?
Yeah.
So
It's shrunk.
Principle.
but the table, this is all solid. This is not wood, but I was wondering if anyone has any idea who the manufacturer is. Polished that up a couple weeks ago and was like, wow, that's beautiful. So there we go, the mystery table. Last up, this is something new that came in. I'm thinking these are Kovari, but I am not 100% sure. These are one of the
They
smoothest.
work as good as Kovaris.
These are one of the smoothest sets of Chinese sticks that I've seen, and they're not like some of them, like the Nielsen with all kinds of funky pulleys and blah blah blah. Because yes, I did take it apart because that's just what we do here. But the workings on them are just fantastic. Really super smooth. It's a plastic PVC, and this is all molded. This is not painted. It's actually in the plastic, so it's molded in the colors. But again, if someone has an idea who the manufacturer is on these, instructions that came with them said funny, but again, that could have just been, ended up with the sticks. Don't know, but probably be tossing those out within the next couple weeks. Tamara was like, you should keep those, but then I'd have to learn a routine and learn to be funny. So I guess we're gonna end up selling them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there. But those are some of the items we wanted to share with you guys this evening. And what else do we want to share?
Tell them something very, very important, John.
Very, very important.
It's very, very important.
We are doing the Magic Capital stand-up, or close-up, which you guys know about, May 7th. March 17th and 8th. I think I'm still on vacation.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
March 17th and 18th, going to be right here in Colon, Michigan, the shop. We have Tom Dombrowski. He's a close-up bar magician from Chicago. And John Bannon. So the two of them will be here lecturing, performing, and all kinds of fun stuff. We're going to do a live a live auction Friday night. So we'll let you guys know. That's going to be after the evening show, so probably like at 9, 10 o'clock.
So this auction is going to be on the Mayhem page as well?
On the Mayhem page, yeah.
But
and then
people
also
who are
live
here are going to be able to bid as well.
Right.
So that should be interesting. You guys will be bidding against
A live audience.
a pretty big live audience. Hopefully some of you will be here because that's why we're telling you about it right now.
Yeah.
Tom just said great lineup.
Who said that?
Tom.
Yeah, and then Saturday morning we're going to have a flea market.
Flea market. Hopefully, maybe be able to open it a couple times during the day Saturday, but there'll definitely be a flea market. There's going to be giveaways, food, John's awesome hair.
We'll charge
Where the hell
admission
did
to
that come
touch it.
Your hair looks really good today. I don't know.
It's pretty kooky.
But yeah, so we don't have registration open yet. But if you guys are interested, drop me a PM and we'll get you squared away.
We also have a special MC host. Are we going to tell them about that, or we should wait a little bit? Huh?
Should
Wait.
We should wait.
Wait.
we should
Yeah,
wait.
there's more coming too. We're not going to tell everybody everything just yet, but because we're going to open up registration in
December 1st.
December 1st, I think a little bit before then we'll make that big announcement too. So there's more coming to everything we've already told you guys. It's going to be a super great time, and get ready and come visit us.
Yeah, and then we're also working on late January, early February, doing a free Saturday seminar we're going to help coach and lecture, talk, and all kinds of fun stuff. So we'll let you know about that too.
Fun stuff.
What do we call the event?
I don't know yet.
Oh.
It's going to be kind of a stagecraft event.
Oh, I like it.
Oh, stagecraft and stage.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. It'll be fun anyway. But hey guys, join us tomorrow night for Treasures with Tam at promptly 8:08ish, and we'll have a couple of fun items tomorrow night. And then book deal, we have a bunch of new books to share with them.
We do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure we do. But I just don't know which ones he's referring to at the moment.
Oh well, there's a couple that just came in this weekend. It'll be fun to share with them.
Oh yeah, there's a couple really cool books that are the ones that John didn't put in his stash already. Anyway.
That Jay probably went and found and pulled back out. It's funny when we're recording stuff and I'll see something and go, "Oh damn, I kind of wanted to keep."
Actually, we got a copy of Wise Guys, and John's like, "Yeah, it's going upstairs." I'm sure it'll come back down eventually, but
At some
he's gonna
point.
read it first,
It'll also goes back.
and then I'm gonna read it.
Yeah. So there you go. But anyway, thanks again for tuning in, and as always, tomorrow night, Treasures with Tam, book deal Wednesday night, auction Thursday night, and Friday we're going to be doing the
Deal of the night.
the deal of the night. So,
Brandon, do you mean like magic books for kids or magic books about magic for kids?
what?
He asked if any kids magic books, but let me know what kind of books you're looking for, and yeah, I'll put some in there.
Sounds good. Well, again, have a great night, guys. See you tomorrow night.
Dun dun dun.
Good. Cool.
Rat down.